Here we go. So, are the dimensions better? I think it might be the exact same, but let's see. Streamlabs is a challenging creature. Let's all see. But the thing is, we got a lot to talk about, so I want the dimensions to be correct. Oh, it's going to be a new stream. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. Oh, it's a new stream. Okay, cool. Oh, the dimensions are fixed. Dub in the chat. Dub in the fucking chat. I totally guessed. I know the principle how to fix it. Oh, and now I can get the chat like I always do too. Yo, let's get dubs in the chat. Wow, that is big. Holy shit, the dimensions are good. The chat's big. Everything is just flowing. I thought it was going to be red lights. It's green lights, luckily. So, wow, I hope everybody's doing well. Earlier when I said I hope you were doing well, honestly, I was kind of stalling. Now I really hope you're doing well. So, by the way, you might see this on the screen. I don't know who this person is, but they somehow managed to upload the entire episode, which I totally don't endorse, of course. I would never endorse something like that. That wasn't supposed to rhyme. But they did do it. And now we talk a lot about ethics on this channel. Now let's see, what are the ethics of uploading the full Better Call Saul episode to YouTube? What do you think? Is that a good thing? Oh, everybody liked the stream. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's a meaningless thing, but click like, because the other one got all the likes, and that's a bullshit stream that didn't even happen. Okay? That was a technical difficulty stream that I will judge forever for having technical difficulties. I'm sorry, but that stream, I was like, I didn't even know them. You know what I mean? It was just crazy. So speaking of ethics are strange, Simply Snaps, I wanted to share with the stream what you made. Look at this. So Simply Snaps made this, and it's just the coolest fucking thing ever. Okay, check this out.
How the show understands ethics. So let's do that right now. How about we start with this? You know that famous ethical riddle? The trolley problem? It's the idea that a trolley is about to run over, like, let's say 5 people or something, and you can flip a switch
so
that changes
if you look at the
track
detail,
so
that's
it
literally
goes
my
another
video
way
in
and
his eyes,
instead
I
only
think.
kills
Is it not?
people.
No, is it not? Did I imagine that just because it's so good?
You tell me.
That's so good. Everyone give credit to Simply Snaps. That is fucking amazing. Go subscribe to her channel. Amazing shit. So good. I can't believe you made that. That is literally like, you're like an unofficial like content like creator for this stream. It's unbelievable. You also just sent me, what was it? It seems like a good thing to mourn with. Okay, let's watch this.
But you said we're done. You said cross to the other side of the street if I see you coming. So we're back in business?
You're not a real lawyer.
You know why I didn't take the job?
Yeah.
Because it's too trash.
Did you know that you have rights?
Turn yourself in. Stop.
I was having too much fun.
Jimmy, you are an attorney, not a bagman.
No. Listen, I'm still the good friend you thought I was.
The fact that they had that shot in there. and as we talked about in our first stream on this YouTube, this guy who plays Kevin Wattell's father is from Mr. Show. Wait, oh my god! I saw this online and I thought I was confused, so I like tried not to think about it. Was he in the January 6th insurrection? Or did I just make that up? Like, did someone say that online, or did I dream that or something? Someone has to know. You all know every single thing about this show. Someone has to know. Did I make that up, or was this actor? He was in the fucking January 6th? Unbelievable. You think you know someone. You know what I mean? I don't support that shit. Personally, if you want to raid the Capitol, you got to have a better reason than they had, in my opinion. You got to have a way better reason. So, That's the What's Therapy view of the January 6th insurrection, which everybody asked for. Okay, wait, let's watch this.
Listen, I'm still the good friend you thought I was. Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
Look, what do you see?
A man fucking a horse.
I like how they added this effect on everything. They made every clip like sharper. That's very cool. And it's also kind of respectful. It's like, oh, you know, I need to affect the show if I'm going to show it. I think about that sometimes when I'm clipping it. It's like, it's weird to like even try to get across the power of the show. It's sort of like you want to try to, like when I'm making my videos, I want to like get across how amazing the show is while not trying to fully leech off of the show's beauty. Like, I don't want to just be like I like the way YouTube limits me with clips. I don't like it when they change their mind after I click publish on a video and then it demonetizes the video, but I do sort of like how when I have a video on private, they'll tell me, oh no, this breaks fair use. And it's helpful because they make you be more creative and I don't want to be trying to show this show in full. So anyways, this person didn't mind. They put the whole... So, you know, it's interesting that they showed you the full phone call and everything leading up to it. Really, everything leading up to it. I could have done without this. Yup. Love your videos, buddy. Thanks, JM Para. I appreciate that. So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching the channel. It's been really amazing. Like when I started making videos about Better Call Saul in January, I had the idea when I had COVID. I was sick and I had nothing to do, so I was rewatching this show, and then I was like, oh, I should make a video about it. That's what I thought. I thought I should make a video about it, and this is what it's turned into. And on the Patreon, you can see some behind-the-scenes stuff sometimes. I'm going to upload more behind-the-scenes stuff so you can see how much work I put into these videos, and it's really fun. So it's amazing that I've been able to find something that I've really, really enjoyed so much, making all these videos, all 5 of them, I guess. And then the 6th one, that's the script. I thought I'd do like a Vince Gilligan thing or something, like, you know, some foreshadowing. Like, it's not a finished script, but that's like the beginning of a script. So that's some foreshadowing. But no, it's pronounced yep with a U, y'all. It's pronounced yup. Trust me, there are some yups in there. And literally, I was watching this, and I was like, I've never thought that someone could say yup during sex. That's literally not something that's ever even crossed my mind. The thought that that's something that's utterable. So yeah, fun stuff. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a great time. Did everybody say hi to each other yet? Did we do that in the last stream, or everybody say hi to each other? I mean, only if you like each other and want to be nice, and you know. Maybe you already did it and I missed it. Okay, so what did I want to talk about? We talked about this.
Did you know that? Were you aware of that?
Yes.
And what was that like?
Yeah.
Look at
Basically
this
sex
guy's
symbol.
face.
Did you know that? Were you aware of that?
Yes.
And what was that like?
Yeah.
You
What's his name, this
basically
actor?
became a sex symbol. Did you know that? Were you aware of that?
Yes.
And what was that like?
Yeah.
You basically became a sex symbol. Did you know that? Were you aware of that?
Yes.
And
That's so funny. He's kind of weird. Like, I gotta be honest, like, this is kind of cool, and this is also kind of weird. Like, slightly just kind of weird. I want to be like, oh, that's so cool, but I'm kind of like, dude, like, you enjoy being, like, I guess I'm just jealous of how, like, awesome his life is and how much he, like, enjoys being, like, a hugely famous and unique actor. Like, I'm not even jealous. Like, I have so much respect for how he's embraced the character that it almost comes off as, like, a bit much. We should talk about Bob's foot thing. We already did. I mean, I respect... There's nothing weird about having a foot fetish, honestly. He should know better. It's such a boomer move. Like, you can't, like, follow that shit on your main account. So it's just, like, there's nothing to talk about. It's just, like, okay. We don't even know that he has a foot fetish. Like, he literally... Like, you can probably safely assume he does, but even if he does, that's not even weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, consensual fetishes and stuff. Like, Most people have like some fetishes. Yeah. So, he just called Michael this guy. I'm sorry. So yeah, amazing times. So what did we all think of the episode? You know, I mean, there's a lot to say. This was wild. I mean, it's just so crazy how old-fashioned it looks, and it's like the most current, it's the current timeline, technically. Oh, thank you everybody for leaving your interesting comments on the recent community post about whether Gene, Saul, and Jimmy are the same person or not. That was very interesting to read all your responses and get a feel for how people think about that. It was sort of different than how I expected, honestly, but I don't know. So, everybody's ready for the finale. Yo, is that fucking Maya Rudolph? Wait.
June, did you ever even hear of that?
No, sounds
No, I'm sorry. No, that's not Maya Rudolph. She had a similar face shape for a second.
I saw them. I said FSU. Besides,
This is such a crazy scene! This is such a good fucking scene. I literally, I don't know when the last time I saw this represented on screen was. Like, just a gang of gals, like, trying to support one person who's, like, socially anxious. Like, and it's, like, done so well, and, like, you can just see how tuned in they are to each other's, like, emotional state, in a way. Except Kim is, like, completely, look how completely different she looks. She's not even in the right, she doesn't have the uniform.
coloring. June, did you ever even hear of that?
No, sounds expensive. And if they even make such a thing, you'd probably get flipper hands from all the chemicals they put in it.
Well, this is as close as I could get.
Yes, someone put the whole episode on YouTube, so you can find this person. They have .mp4 in the top. Like, I don't know who this is, but I don't see how this, yeah. I didn't see what people said before. Do you think this is do y'all think this is ethical or unethical to put a full episode on YouTube? I'm a fan of it, but I'm incredibly biased, so.
Anyway.
It's so pretty. So sweet. Oh, this is
Everything looks amazing. Oh, I forgot.
Now, let me tell you about Poxy.
This shot fucking killed me. I love this shot.
He's right. He's right. If you just use a dark enough floor, guys.
This shot too is
never
so
get a
beautiful. The
settlement. I've been
composition,
having this argument.
like, how do they? That's just such a beautiful idea for a shot. Oh
5
my
days a
gosh.
week. But now I'm Sweden, Switzerland.
Wine coolers. Great. Sissy?
Marvin doesn't like me, did right?
Sissy. We're going to get a wine cooler down here.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was
Oh my god! And then this shot too. It's actually 1080p, unlike the version I literally bought on YouTube for $25. Yeah, it looks really good, honestly. This is so good. And then, like, honestly, you don't think about it much at first. Like, I guess the whole debate about the what is it? Cool Whip? Like, what is it? Oh yeah, they don't have butter, but they have, like, Miracle Whip. That just takes on this, like, dark, sort of nightmarish, like, tint to it. Like, the more times they say Miracle Whip, it's almost like I just want to fucking, like, punch a hole in the wall. It's like, stop talking about Miracle Whip.
How's it coming?
Oh my god, and then I'm just, like, dying to hear more than one word out of Kim's mouth. And I'm gonna be honest. And please, one in the chat if this was you. I didn't, oh wait, no, I did know it was Kim. Why did I, how short, I thought I didn't know it was Kim, but that's clearly Kim. Never mind, when did I not know it was Kim? I might have honestly missed that shot. It might have been like coming back from a commercial and I missed that shot. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that potato at all, actually. So I literally missed that shot, and so I was watching from here, and I don't think I knew it was Kim for sure. Because, what do they show? Sorry, the one thing got confused. Did anyone else not realize it was Kim? Because I think I missed that initial shot, honestly.
They didn't have it, which is a bummer.
And I don't mean like it was shocking. I just mean I didn't know for sure that it was Kim. Like I was like, oh, that's probably Kim.
So,
I mean, this show does sometimes introduce random characters for 5 minutes without telling you anything about them. Can I post the link there? Yeah.
think this will work? I mean, technically it isn't actually mayonnaise, but...
Yeah. Technically, I don't think this is mayonnaise.
But close, right?
Like, what is she thinking right here? What is she thinking? Does anyone know? Like, she seems... Like, if I saw her face here, I must have known it was Kim. I think I'm forgetting exactly when I realized it was Kim. But, whatever. Oh, nice. Streamlabs is still in the chat. What up, Streamlabs? What is she... Like, what's going... Wait, it's been taken down? Oh, fuck! So... Well, I guess that was my fault, to be honest. I kind of blew up your spot. Come on, Shrethra. But, you know, I'm sorry. She's literally just, like, not thinking at all, I guess. Yeah, she's just vibing. Not in a good way. I could write an entire dissertation about her mindset. Yeah, I believe it. Keep the re-upload on the down low, put it in full screen. I mean, yeah, no, I don't... People, like, keep doing this, and obviously share with each other good links for watching Season 6. I usually can find it, but... Yeah, no, I'm not. I would never try to blow up someone's spot. I was just trying to show the video. But yeah, you should expect to have your stuff taken down if you upload. Don't refresh. No, I can't refresh. So, but no, I have other ways to watch it. People upload just as scenes. I'm gonna talk. So in my next video, I have the script. It's not even close to done, but it's like solidly going. I've written like a few thousand words. Like there's something there. And I am definitely going to be talking about the decor in his office. Okay, wait. Hold on. Before we go on any further, let's talk turkey for a second. Let's talk turkey. How long is this after they last saw each other? And so the last time they saw each other before this was her leaving their apartment, correct? We can assume, correct or no? And then how long was it until this? Let's get down to brass tacks. Yo, thanks, Leonard, for the money, for the fucking dollars. Thank you. Is it okay if someone consume legal in my state mind-altering substances while interacting with your live stream, asking for a friend? Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's ethical. That's your call. Couple months, 6 years. No. 6 years. You all are confused. No.
Leave me alone.
No.
Leave
The
me
6
alone.
years is until they see each other in black and white, and I was completely confused about that. He said on the phone that it had been 6 years. But no, I think that's from this point on. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. I think I'm right. I was really confused at first, okay? Especially, you know. So, it can't be a few weeks because he's got the whole office set up. And our biggest clue to the year is her interaction with Jesse is a good point. So he hasn't started full-on working with... The years I get confused about, I never know off the top of my head, like what, I don't have the years fully memorized. Hey bud, love your content, can't wait to see what happens next. Thank you, Steven. No, stop saying 6 years, y'all. It was 6 years from this scene until the black and white, correct? 2004 is when they got divorced. Thank you so much, 26-bit. So you're saying it was a few years from, no, 26-bit, but this is them getting divorced. So you're saying this is 2004, correct? And then so you're saying it was about a year. Okay, I got you. Fun and Games. Flash forward takes place in 2005. Okay. This scene with Kim takes place in 2004. I got you. Wait, what was the Fun and Games flash forward again? Check, yeah, the Breaking Bad wiki is fucking dope. I was looking at it for some stuff with the video. They are amazing. Okay, wait, let's talk about something else they talk about. I'm just seeing what everybody's saying. Fun and Games was in 2004. Break up, a few months to the divorce, then 6 years. Gotcha. Yeah, so it's break up. I want to say more than a few months, but yeah, something. 2004 date is for when they get married? Okay. Well, now you're all fucking confusing me. But that's okay. You'll sort it out amongst yourselves. So check this out. Where's our boy Gene? So I'm looking for a certain Gene. Is it this? So, well, I mean, that's so dark, and we'll have to talk about that. Oh, wait, let me see. Hold on. Our guest UD reviews might be ready. No. Okay. Cool. We have all the time in the world. So, right. So I was looking for, not that. I guess I'm looking for just like, so people on, oh my God, there's so much to talk about. People on Breaking Bad Wiki were talking about how there's snow on the ground, and it never snows in Nebraska. It's very rare. So they use that to justify a lot of, like, all the Gene stuff being, like, in the same week, essentially. Like, season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gene episode, like, those 5 Gene scenes are within, like, a few days, I think, or something. Like, a week. Phone call in 2010, divorce 2004, Breaking Bad 2008. Divorce 2004, so you're saying, sorry, what am I doing here? Yeah, I mean, they really go fast and loose here. They're really going balls to the wall with the order of things, but it makes it hard to remember. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go, okay. It doesn't snow in Omaha? I'm sorry. I first of all, I didn't make that up. I thought that's what they said on the Breaking Bad wiki, but when I looked up, because you know how I am with my channel, I looked up snowfall in Omaha, and it was like it seemed very low. It seemed okay. I didn't realize it was common. I didn't take a lot of time thinking about it. So then, how do they know when those Gene scenes take place? Because there is not, I don't think, clarity on that. They say all the Gene scenes are in October, if I remember correctly. You know, the Cinnabon heist was 2 weeks, but I'm saying everything else before that. All right, yeah. I'm not a weatherman, y'all. I just looked it up like really quickly, so. Absolutely love your beard. Thanks, I trimmed it between last stream and now, I believe. Maybe before last stream. First episode, blah, blah, blah. So, anyways, I'm just telling you what Breaking Bad Wiki says. Take it up with the Breaking Bad Wiki. The Gene scenes take place in October to November. That's what they said, yeah. Or to December, even? The QB really said... So you know, the other thing. The snow is a small thing. The other thing is they obviously people looked up the exact football games, and obviously they were referring to real football games that really took place 2 weeks apart. The other thing that the Breaking Bad Wiki did, which is more complicated, which I forgot, is they figured out that he has Saturdays off at Cinnabon, and that that's the day he took off to like go into the field with Jeff and Buddy and like practice. And so they realized that he works on Sundays and has Saturdays off, and they realized a lot of the Gene stuff was taking place on Sundays, I believe. So many chat streams to make an appearance in. You gotta make an appearance. You gotta do the rounds. You gotta see and be seen, you know? Better Call Saul is all about how we live in a society, you know? And you gotta just embrace it and socialize. Okay. What else is good? So we have a tier list we can do in a little bit. I'm gonna wait probably a bit for that. We got a fun, this is interesting. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these parallels, but that's so cool. So that's getting out of the train station in Albuquerque. This was from this recent episode. You know, this is that guy. this is apparently, I mean, it seems like a bit of a stretch, this one. But I see it. I mean, that seems like a little bit of a stretch. But I will say, oh, I almost forgot to say this, actually. But this was so funny. When this showed up on screen, I'm sorry, this is kind of dark. But it was just this shit with Kim, right? And she's just in this like terrible life, basically. So when they showed that, it's going through her life and blah, 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 she's just not enjoying it, basically. So when it cuts to this, I literally thought she was looking up guns. I hate to say it, but I literally, I saw these shapes and my brain went, guns. She's looking up guns. And I was like, I don't want to be thinking that, but I just overall didn't particularly like it. It scared me because I was like, oh, that would be a really dark ending. So yeah. Luckily, she's not. She's looking up sprinkler supplies. Oh my god. So, what? Yeah. Oh my gosh, someone just gave me $10. Wow, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. Did you get anything out of seeing Jesse with Kim? So let's talk about that scene. That was a really good scene. I will say, so everybody was asking me what I got out of the last episode's Breaking Bad characters, Walter and Jesse, being in, and that was a bizarre scene. Like I was not like confused, like what's going on, because I get the gist of Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? Like I don't know the details, but I get the gist. So I was like, okay, I get it. But like the whole sort of feeling of the scene was a little bit bizarre. It was like this very this like sort of slapstick vibe that I was almost like, this is a different vibe. I was a little bit like, whoa. But this scene was Better Call Saul vibe. And do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even think about that until now, but it's like, that scene was Breaking Bad vibe. This is totally Better Call Saul vibe in every way. It's so much slower. And, I mean, it's just amazing. Like, and how perfect is it for her to share a cigarette with, I mean, not share a cigarette, but smoke a cigarette with Jesse after, all those years of smoking a cig with the good old boy Jimmy. So we have an hour and 20 minutes, and then we are going to see the conclusion of the best show on television. How does everybody feel about that? Let me just check in with everybody's emotional state. Is everybody physically and emotionally okay? Or I can't help if you're not, but So I modded Simply Snaps to help me out here. Even though everybody's so nice in chat already, I thought we could have a mod here. Because you never know, sometimes people are troublemakers. So apparently this show is ending. A lot of people are saying, no, they're going to actually drop a 7th and an 8th and a 9th season. That's what a lot of the fans are thinking. No, they're probably going to drop more seasons. I think that's an interesting idea. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't heard anyone say that. I am going to watch Breaking Bad, David. I am. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to make videos about it. I was just thinking about a cool idea today of how I might want to frame it. I'm not going to go into that now because Mr. Therapy, I'm kind of afraid. Well, that's natural. That's natural. Should we look at some of the cool comments I've gotten recently? Maybe it'll spark some conversation. This is someone saying, I called Kim ratting 2 weeks ago. Mark it. So, first of all, I think it's a little bit of a stretch. I mean, I don't know. Like, ratting doesn't even feel like the right way to put it. Because when someone rats, they don't usually do it out of their conscience. They usually do it out of, like, fear of consequences. And she genuinely turned herself in. I mean, this is just amazing. Like, she wasn't worried at all about consequences. Okay, she's soaking it in a bit in this scene, which is such a beautiful scene. but she was able to block out thinking about the consequences at all. To basically, I mean, she blocked it out. She got the idea in her mind. I know right from wrong, and I know what needs to be done. Because he says, yeah.
You preaching to me? See, you have no idea what I did or didn't do, okay? And why don't you turn yourself in? Seeing as how you're the one with the guilty conscience, huh? What is stopping you? Bring's in the ground. Mike's in the ground. Lalo's in the ground, apparently. You don't have to hold back on my account. They can only hang me once. So go ahead. Spill your guts. Put on your hair shirt. See what it gets you.
The word hair shirt is really an interesting one to be thrown in here. I don't know if you're familiar with that expression. It's the kind of thing you only hear in like weird, sort of quasi-religious contexts. I mean, it might have an explicitly religious background. Formerly worn by penitents and ascetics. Yeah, so it is. So it's his depiction of taking accountability is sort of like self-effacing, like self-hating, like self-destroying. Like the whole idea to him of taking accountability is to like erase yourself and basically like withdraw from the world. But when we see Kim, okay, she goes on a roller coaster in this episode, but when we see her in this scene, this is so human. You know what I mean? This is Kim at her best. And so I was just thinking watching this scene, like, she's really like being in touch with her natural state, and like she's just like a human being here, just acting on humanity. Yeah, it could literally lead to her going to jail forever. But like, or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know the law, but like it's really bad, but like she's just acting from altruism and like caring about others, and that's a beautiful thing. Why are you calling me out for saying apparently? I say it a lot. I'm like the apparently kid, but like grown up. I actually follow his YouTube channel. He actually still makes YouTube videos, the apparently kid. His channel is called the apparently kid. Go check him out. He's really wholesome, and be positive and nice to him if you check him out, or else I'll fucking scream. Okay. So apparently, oh man. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. This is like the Werner Mike scene. Like I almost don't want to talk about it. It's so, wow, her nails are really nice. That makes it even more painful. Should Kim be on suicide watch? I mean like, so what is the last we see of Kim exactly? Oh my god. Oh yeah, so they flash back. So the last we see of Kim is that scene on the bus? No, it's oh. No. That's the last we saw of Kim, was the scene on the bus. Wow. I didn't even fucking realize that, y'all. Oh my god. And Cheryl is like, holy shit, she's amazing. So, yeah, lots to do. So let's do a little commercial break. Everybody go subscribe to the side channel. I actually updated it, so now you can see a playlist of these YouTube streams. If you're ever like really bored and want to rewatch one of these YouTube streams to relive the glory days, you know, like before the show ended, you can go check out that. What up, Graham Apple? We got a check mark in the chat. Hell yeah! Welcome to the stream. I got to check out your channel. So check out the side channel, y'all. Get us to 100 subscribers so we can fucking give it a unique channel URL. I was drinking a beer, but I gotta refill it. Would seeing Kim in the finale even make sense? So everybody knows, if you've been watching the last few streams, I predicted at first that we were going to not see any more Kim, or at least see like only a shadow of her. And I was right until they showed the full extent of the phone call. and when they showed the piece of the phone call, I realized they're definitely going to show more Kim, and that's awesome. This is why I don't write for television, because they know better than me. But I really do. I think anything goes. I mean, I really think anything goes. You can try to make predictions. I've made some predictions about what will happen with Gene, our friend Gene, who is now running for his life after almost doing the worst thing he's possibly ever done. Well, arguably already doing some of the worst things he's ever done. Really just always topping himself. Look at her fucking face when she... I mean, she just knows. Oh my God. And he literally tries to pull that. He's like, he may as well have been like, the side channel is just called What's Therapy Streams. He may as well have been like, I have a mustache. How could that possibly be me? He's like, you think that's me, but I have a mustache, Marion. Marion, you're not making any sense right now. Like, I have a literal mustache. So yeah, it's just, yeah. It's just wild. What did you all think of that scene? What did everybody think of that scene? Yeah, yep. So, okay, let me post some links in the chat. Oh, nice. Okay, it works. Pin message. Okay, now people can check out the links. Well, Cheryl and Howard had a failing marriage in the sense that it was going to end. I mean, I never know really how to like use the word failure with relationships, because when they end, it usually seems like that's the right thing for that relationship. But Cheryl and Howard clearly had a strained and like not good like relationship, basically. But that just sort of does the classic sort of nuance adding thing where it's like, but even still, and I'm going to go into this in the next video, but like, even still, they loved each other. Like, she loved him. Like, whether the relationship was a great fit ultimately or not, like, yeah, I mean, yeah. It's wild that he would do this.
I typed out. Listen, I'm still the good friend you thought I was. Okay, Jeff understands me, Buddy understands me, and you will too.
I mean, my jaw is on the floor. Like, I can't talk. You think he was drunk? Yo, I'm actually, and this was an idea I was talking about with Simply Snaps, actually, so I want to give her some credit, but this idea of like addiction does really apply well. I mean, I know people throw it around. I do think it applies well to Jimmy's sort of reward-seeking behavior. But the interesting thing is you do actually see him drinking a lot in these recent episodes. I mean, maybe it's not like a ton. If that was all he drank, like it wouldn't be a problem. But like I think the show is trying to show you that he seems to like be hitting the sauce. What up, esoteric videos? I think he was legitimately intending to hurt her if she didn't say what she said. I think that's entirely fair. But I definitely need to talk about this in the next video. I mean, you can see in her saying something, it's similar to the guy falling asleep at his house. So, where the fuck is that guy? Oh my God, yo. How I lose track of the way they're structuring these episodes. It's like this guy falling asleep. Like I knew it's just, everything's timed perfectly, you know? He falls asleep, she says the right thing, but what's gonna happen next? You think he was drunk? He's not like slurring his words. Yeah, he has a few whiskeys a night, which is kind of like, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I drink a beer even when I'm alone sometimes. I don't think that's like inherently a problem, but you do have to wonder at what point it becomes a problem. So, but she hits him with the humanity. When you're, okay, everybody watching this. You're watching this. 1 in the chat if you wanted Marion to click the life alert. 2 in the chat if you did not want Marion to click the life alert. 1 in the chat if you wanted her to click the life alert. 2 if you did not want her to click the life alert. Yeah, let's see what everybody says. And Mike, no, you can reference Breaking Bad. I mean, you can pretty much say whatever you want about Breaking Bad. I would appreciate if you don't go out of your way to like spoil things, because I am gonna watch it. So don't go out of your way to say anything that you don't have to. But okay, so there are a few 2s in there, but there are a lot of 1s. Wow, there are a lot of 2s actually. That's not a fair question. Yeah, none of my questions are fair questions. Like, when I posted the community post, like, is Jimmy, Gene, and Saul the same person? Yeah, that's also basically not a fair question. And people's comments are really interesting because everybody's sort of pointing out all the gray area and stuff. So, if you don't want her to push the life alert, what are you expecting to happen? You know what I mean? You think she's not going to push the life alert? And what do you think's going to happen? You want to just see him be like, okay, actually, I changed my mind and I'm going to go. It is wildly self-destructive to let her click it without attempting to take it. You have to, that's a very good point, Simply Snaps. You have to make fucking Better Call Saul videos. That is a really good point. Because I feel like I had that thought in the back of my head, but never really like thought it. You're right that he's being very risky here. The fact that he's fucking threatening her and being a complete horrible jerk in that sense, but then he's not going far enough at the same time. And he like actually is just letting, like he's just letting her make the decision. He's fucking letting her make the decision. It's crazy. Like, it's so wild for someone to be so, like, for someone to take away someone's agency so much and still, like, need to give them some sense of agency, because as we see, Jimmy is still Jimmy. Gene is still Jimmy.
Put that down, Marion.
He still has a faith in people and he still wants to be a good person.
Put it down. Do not do it, Marion.
Well, yeah, it's like half measures, but it's not. Like robbing a fucking cancer patient's house after drugging him and doing a whole scheme where you drug people. Yeah, that's not half measures. That's pretty fucking... That's like a full measure and a half, if not 2 measures. But then look at his eyes. He's like, please... No, you know, and you know why. So you know why. It's not just self-destructiveness. Looking at her right now, he's thinking, I have no one who loves me or sees me as a good person, and it's very hard for me to give up on you loving me and seeing me as a good person. So even though I've already thrown that in the trash, I can't fully give up on it because I still need to have maybe the slightest bit of like wiggle room here where like there's just the slightest sliver of ethicality to what I'm doing. Oh, Yash Kapoor, thanks for giving me $4.99. Jimmy just wants to be loved. Marion saying what she did made Jimmy realize he was doing the opposite of that. Brilliant writing. Couldn't have said it better myself. Marion made you think of the old lady at Sandpiper. Yeah, exactly. That's something UD Reviews was talking about actually on his stream the other week, which I'll talk about with her in a bit, was like the way he has such a good way with older folks, and it makes it so tragic. Good people can't make bad decisions? No, I don't mean that. Does that sound like what I'm saying? Good people... No, yeah. People can make all kinds of decisions, for sure. You could say he was in a rock and a hard place. Yes, exactly. Also think it's a thrill seeker, reason he couldn't stop Robbie. Yeah, he's thrill seeking. Well, yeah, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, very subconsciously maybe. I don't think he has a plan. There's not even like a subconscious plan at this point. I genuinely think he's like trying to see. You know what I think he's doing? I actually think this is a pretty good analogy to what he's doing. You know when you play Grand Theft Auto and you just try to like get 5 stars of the police on you as quick as possible and then see how long you can go? I think he's basically doing that, except not like fully intentionally, just kind of subconsciously, where he has like not a lot going on for him right now in his life, in almost any regard. He has no family, he has no friends, he has no, I guess he has money, but he has no like professional prospects. He doesn't even have he doesn't have his self, actually. He doesn't want to be Gene Takovic. We've never heard him say his name's Gene Takovic and really mean it. You know what I mean? We've never heard him say that like once. Do I think he's going to get killed tonight? I don't know. I hesitate to even go there. I've made some predictions. I could tell you what my predictions are, but they're like, I have multiple contradicting predictions. I think there's a chance he gets completely away with it, but he's like living in a new life somewhere. And I'm going to not look at the chat while I'm talking about predictions, because if anyone's like, you know, not a great community member, they might take this as an opportunity to post some leak or something. But I also think there's a chance that he does go to jail, but I think that's an incredibly small chance. I think there's really a very small likelihood of that. I think it's possible, like, if he was going to go to jail, I was going to say that maybe he would get booked as Jimmy McGill, and that would be funny. But I do think he changed his name to Saul Goodman legally, because we saw he had I believe it was right at the beginning, potentially. He had a diploma from University of American Samoa, and it said Saul Goodman. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh my God. I forgot about this while he's waiting. This is while he's waiting for Kim to come in, right? That's so funny, and he just watches it. I will ban, not delete. Yeah. No, that's how it goes, Simply Snaps. Yeah. And we also got Modest Maoist on the hunt, hanging, lurking a little bit. Yeah. And I mean, you know, it's just such a naughty thing for anyone to do. Okay, so when I saw this, I was like, wait, they didn't get divorced? I was kind of surprised that Kim would have left him without getting a divorce, but I think when you're in her situation, you just need to get far away from him. But I was surprised that they hadn't cleared that. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I did not even realize. I wonder. Yeah, okay. Oh, it might be photoshopped. No, but Simply Snaps, my whole point was that he had like reached back out to his college and been like, I got my name changed. Can you like give me a new degree? Which I just made that up. I can't even find where it was, but you all saw it too, right? There's his, oh, here it is. I'm sorry, the very beginning. Hold on. Very, very beginning. He never legally changed his name. Well, I know he only did a DBA before, and everybody comments that on my video, but... okay, so that's not Photoshopped. That's not Photoshopped. I mean, it might be, but, like, that looks like it's not Photoshopped. And so, I think it's possible he just reached back out. My middle name is Morgan. Oh, I think it's possible he reached back out and was like, "What is how Jimmy will return to Albuquerque?" Oh, interesting. Right, that's an interesting question. Yeah, it says 1984 on the degree. Does it? Whoa, no, it doesn't. It's 1986. Are you lying to me? This is 1984. In the sense that you're lying to me. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to Photoshop either. I think that's entirely possible. Yeah. Yes, Ken Roku, I do plan to make Breaking Bad videos when I finally watch it. Okay, so yeah, my guess is that he, and just to be clear, everybody, I just want to make this point. I think everybody mostly knows this, but changing your doing business as is still very significant. Like, that's a very significant thing to do. I know that it's not changing your name, but that is a huge deal. You know what I mean? That's not like a small thing. He didn't like change his doing business as to like Jamie McGill's Lawyer Academy. Like, he changed it to a new person's name. Hugh Cannon, thank you so much for the money. Maybe this is a bit of a stretch, but do you think Gene hesitated because Marion reminds him of his mother? I don't think that's too much of a stretch. I think he hesitated because he has a germ of ethicality to him.
Leave me alone.
And I think he saw her humanity, whether she resembled his mom. Yeah, I think it's possible. I do remember his mom looking somewhat similar. Oh, shit. I mean, you saw that blink. He's not ready to do it. Esoteric videos giving actual currency to this YouTube channel. Very bizarre. Bizarre behavior. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for the dollars. I appreciate the dollars. I'm going to spend it on making more content. I also have a Patreon if anyone wants to support the channel. I make content in that way as well. It's something I tend to do. But what did you say? You said, I think he didn't hurt her because what she said went in the face of his wolves and sheep philosophy. Oh, shit! She isn't a sheep. Oh! You literally... God, I'm going to have to steal that, honestly. Like, you can't say something that good and expect me to not use it in a video. Like, that's fucking so good. What does chat think of that? Because I think that is very true. So I can't turn monetization on while the stream is going? Is that how it goes? I've just never understood how that works. Or I can? Okay, whatever. I don't want you to have to watch ads or anything. Okay.
Leave me alone.
Oh shit, Mod Mary's giving money to the channel? Oh wow, everybody's balling out. It's like the finale. Everybody's trying to like spend all their cash, you know? I think Kim should be on suicide watch, and I think Saul would rather go out in a blaze of glory like Marco rather than be boring Gene. So that's interesting to bring up Marco because he did go out in a blaze of glory. I mean, it's very sad and pathetic that was his blaze of glory, but that was a blaze of glory. And as far as suicide watch, I don't actually think so. I don't see it. I don't see much of a risk. I wonder if, like, I think it's much easier for her to live with herself than it is for Gene to live with himself. Oh, UD. Yo, UD's about to hop in. Okay, I see. I didn't get that call. Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me because I have to hit the bathroom really quick. Let me use the bathroom really quick. And then, so we'll come back in 2 minutes. UD Reviews is going to join the stream. We have so much to talk about. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. Just going to hit the bathroom really quick so we don't have to take another break before the end of the night. All right, and it's going to be a long night. Okay, everybody stick around, chat with each other, and talk about, you know, how we live in a society. All right, be right back. Bye! So now we are live and you are on the screen.
Oh, how do I see your screen? Oh, maybe I just.
So
took off
you
my
can,
sound.
you are live. Everybody, this is UD Reviews.
Hi.
And everybody say hi and say hi slowly so I can figure out how to make the stream look good. How do you see my stream? So you can see it if you want to, I guess, pull up a window of it, or is that convenient?
Okay.
Or
Let me see if there's lag.
yeah, there will be lag actually. Now that I
Okay.
think about it, yeah. But I can maybe try to. Yeah, I think that's the best way because I could try to screen share with you in Discord, but it might be weird because that wouldn't. Yeah, that'd be weird. So everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Let's check the audio. How's the audio, everybody? Is it good? Okay, so how are you feeling getting ready for tonight's episode?
Oh my gosh. We have wings ordered. I have my chips and my favorite avocado salsa. I am ready. I'm
Shit.
ready.
So who do you watch the episode with? You got family or friends or something?
Yes, I have. Well, I just watched with my fiance. I wish I had friends in real life
Yeah.
who like this show. I don't have any friends in real life
Yeah.
except for him. So
Yeah, that's
why I'm like on this live stream because I just gotta feel the energy of
Hey,
other
that's
people.
how it is. Yes, friends online are good too, and it's a good community around this show. So
It is, yeah.
I was enjoying your stream last week so much after the episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you like going through the episode like you do, or is that like tough to do while you're streaming? Because for everybody watching, UD actually goes through the episode like scene by scene, like reacting in live. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my way of reliving it and rewatching it so I can digest what I just saw,
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah, I have to
helpful.
watch episodes multiple times. It's just always so much. And then I love that, especially last episode, I felt like there's so much therapy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, to talk about.
You were making some really interesting comments, and I was thinking, I can't wait to talk about this. You were talking about how he reverts to like, and I'll pull up the scene, like toxic boyfriend level behavior.
Yes.
And it's very true. It's like next level.
Yeah.
Like he always had that side, but it's like really next level. And I'm sure everybody knows the scenes we're talking about, like on the phone and then in person too, even worse, basically.
Oh my gosh, in person it was worse. Well, on the phone, it reminded me of there was a time back in earlier seasons when Jimmy really wanted to open up the law firm with Kim. I don't remember exactly what happened, that she was being hesitant, and he just went off. He was just like, you just want to have a good time with me, and you are saying this and that. And she was like, I didn't say any of that.
Right.
He's like, you didn't have to say it. I
What-
know that's what you're thinking. And
Yeah, when
like,
they're
he
on
just
top
went
of the
off.
garage. You're talking about when they're on top of the garage.
Yes, yeah, on top of the parking garage.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, it's something in him, and I feel like it's related to Chuck. I can't remember if I'm sure he's gone off on Chuck like that, but I don't know. Somehow I feel like it was kind of warranted in all those times, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very interesting for me to think about.
Yeah, and for the people asking, thank you for asking. Yeah, so UD Reviews does videos on Better Call Saul and other stuff too, or some other stuff as well, or just mostly Better Call Saul at this point.
On UD Reviews, it's mostly Better Call Saul. I have a
Sweet.
few shorts of like other movies and shows, because I'm UD Reviews, but right now my videos are just all related to Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
No, that's great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. Is that better? So yeah, what you were saying too. It's like there's sort of a unique kind of Jimmy bad behavior where it's like, he's always like a little weird in how he's acting towards people. If he wants to get what he wants, he'll get what he wants. But then when it gets to that manipulative, like telling someone that they're doing something that they're not actually doing, that's sort of like a whole different bag. And I think That's a really good point that it is very similar to what he did with Kim back then, where he was like, yeah, what did he say specifically? Oh, you just want to play around in the dirt with me, basically, like, you know, and then go back up to like whatever your high castle, or basically saying that she was like using him, which I think had the slightest amount of truth to it in the sense that like he was her excitement, but yeah, but he makes it out to be like way more sinister, I think, just to be self-serving in that way. But yeah, but yeah, he twists everything, and he's, I mean, on the phone is really bad. In person, it's like he's ready to be a jerk already, and so he doesn't even think twice about it. On the phone, you sort of get the sense of like, I mean, you see how angry he is when they hang up. So obviously, he's like, he didn't want it to go that way. He's not happy that he's being a jerk like that. You know what I mean?
You feel like he regretted that that's what came out?
I mean,
or
I don't know. Like, does he feel like she pulled it out of him, or like, does he feel like he couldn't have planned on that, right? Like, he couldn't have called her up being like, "Oh, I'm gonna yell at her," like.
Yeah, it strikes me as the kind of thing that just came out. Like, he didn't know that side of him would come out, but in my opinion, he's triggered by her lack of engagement, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, like he tries the slightest bit, and then when she doesn't reciprocate, because she has every reason to like not be really very excited that he called her at her work out of the blue. Like, that's some toxic ex shit. You don't just call your ex at their work out of the blue. So
I know.
So I mean,
yeah,
yeah, she can't give him what he wants, I guess, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And before this, like the last episode we saw, I had hoped that, you know, maybe they had correspondence before or something.
Right.
But, you know, then this last episode we see that, no, he really is just calling her out of the blue, and that is definitely toxic ex level stuff.
I mean, if you're going to contact your ex, like, it's okay, I guess. You just have to be like, I don't know. Like, I guess, okay, they couldn't text, right? So, like, and he couldn't find her home number, I guess. So, like, maybe he had no other choice. But, like, at that point, you choose doing nothing over doing that. Yeah. But, I mean, this show really takes you along for a ride, you know?
Yeah. How do you feel about when Kim goes to see Cheryl and Cheryl asks her, you know, why are you doing this? And it doesn't answer. And I thought they didn't show us the answer because we're kind of supposed to know Kim well enough to kind of guess.
Oh.
But I would love your point of view. Like, what do you feel Kim's answer would be to that?
It's such a good question, because that's something I literally thought about and like wrote down that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't think about it from that angle. I was just thinking like, this is a running thing in the show where they either like emphasize the why about things, which, you know, makes sense. It's an interesting thing. Or they like completely ignore it. I think in similar ways to this, they've done this before where they like block out the why. I think they've done it several times. I don't have it off the top of my head, but yeah, I can think of one example. When Mike said that the guy in the church group was lying about his like his wife or something, and Mike told the woman he was like sort of dating or whatever, that like, oh, that guy's lying in the church group about, you know, his dead wife or something like that. And she said, why would someone ever lie about that? I think they didn't answer it in that case, but there are better examples where they like hide out the why. But basically, yeah, I think your way of looking at it is really, it's like it is like we're supposed to know her well enough. And, oh, someone in the chat says, I think it cut away because she didn't have an answer. That, I definitely disagree with that. That's one thing I definitely disagree with. Because I think, look at her face. I think she definitely, like, if she doesn't have an answer, it's because it's, like, so obvious. It's, like, because I'm a human being, basically. Like, this is her face.
Because
Okay.
we've seen Kim so many times do things that I feel like maybe the average person would not do. The average person would not take up as much responsibility as Kim. But Kim, we just know Kim feels responsible. She feels like she has to take responsibility for her actions in some kind of way in the most clean, the most correct way she possibly can. So
What are you
that's what I
thinking
figured
of?
her answer would be.
When you say that, are you thinking of anything in particular? Because I'm curious. I'm trying to think of like my highlight
Yeah,
reel Kim moments.
Like when Howard yelled at her about Jimmy's commercial because she knew about it and
Right.
she never said, don't blame me. I had no idea. You need to go talk to Jimmy. Like, this is not fair. She never complained about it. She just took the doc review punishment. And even Jimmy tried to save her. And she said, absolutely not. I saved myself. I'm responsible for myself and my choices. There was a time where they were throwing beer bottles off their balcony. And then the next morning, they saw it scattered all over the ground. And Jimmy just said, the cleaning people will take care of that.
Yeah.
But she went ahead and picked up the bottles and threw them in the trash. Even in earlier seasons, I think in season 1, Jimmy, there's like that garage under the HHM workplace. There's a trash can. And Jimmy had, I think he kicked it or something and knocked it over. And then she picks it up. She fixes it and puts it right back. She, not even saying anything.
Right.
Just, she's just doing what she feels is the right thing.
Yeah. I'm so glad I asked you that because the specific examples are so interesting. The thing with Howard, I didn't really like. I guess I didn't fully realize or think about that, but you're right. Like, she doesn't own up to it. But it's kind of interesting to think about why she didn't own up to it. Because, like, why did she not, like, who does that protect? Like, does it even protect Jimmy? I guess it does. But you know what I thought? If she owns up to it, it makes her and Jimmy look really toxic. Because Howard thinks, oh, he didn't even tell you. That's even worse than you knowing in a way.
Right, yeah. She's trying to protect him. She can't make him look bad.
But I think she probably feels like it makes her look bad in a way too. Because does Howard know they're dating? That's one thing I'm never quite sure about. Like, when does Howard realize they're dating? Because
I don't know at what point he realized they're together.
Yeah, but you get the sense that he probably gets it even very early on. I think he does pick up on the signals. So he would think, oh, well, Jimmy didn't even tell you that he made that commercial? That's even more fucked up. You two are really fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
But, yeah, I don't know. I guess she sticks up for him anyway. Or she feels like she's sticking up for him, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes she sticks up for him, and sometimes it seems like she tries to leave it just as ambiguous as possible so that Jimmy is free to handle the situation however he wants to, I guess.
Yeah.
And so including when she talks to Cheryl and, she's like, I don't know if he's alive or dead because I feel like she looks at life like, everyone is responsible for their own actions and their own choices, and it's just up to them, and what they choose is what they choose. That's kind of what I feel like her philosophy. So she always chooses a certain way, and she never tries to make other people behave like her or anything. And even the way she helps Jimmy out, it feels like she wants him to make his own choices. And sometimes when they're together, she actually saves him, and then there's other times where she's not necessarily saving him, but just leaving it open for him.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a healthy perspective, right? Like, you have to let people make their own decisions. Like, that's why
I love that.
Yeah. She doesn't work out with Jimmy long term because, like, she's slightly healthier in that regard and, like, slightly less codependent. And, I don't know.
And I know so many people who who like they feel like they're doing the right thing, but they also want to make everyone else do the same thing as them. And so in that regard, in the way that Kim does what she thinks is right, and she's good with her doing what's right and you do what you do, I respect that so much. There's so much about that Kim character that I really respect.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
because
say, I saw your bobblehead when you were streaming. I love that. Wait, show it for more. Show it more. Yo, check that out, chat. Everybody check out the bobblehead. Oh my god. So tell us about the bobblehead.
This is
'Cause
why,
it was really beautiful to hear you talk about it, actually. Thanks, Yash, for the money. Wow, $4.99. Do you want to explain?
Sometimes I pop up on, when people search unintentional ASMR, I learned that sometimes I pop up, and I think it's because of this.
That's so funny.
Maybe.
Oh my god. So you were explaining, you find the character of Kim very inspiring in a lot of ways. I heard you talking about it. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think more than any character I've ever seen before in my life, actually. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. She's amazing. And so I think she deserves a relatively good ending. And everybody who watches me knows, like, I don't go out of my way to be like, the show's gonna have a happy ending. Like, I don't think it's gonna have a happy ending. But I think Kim probably will. And like, maybe
I hope so.
that might mean that we never see her again, honestly. We might not see her tonight. I think there's a chance.
I would rather never see her again than something bad happen. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's kind of hard to imagine something really bad happening, like, to Kim at this point, because I don't see the point of what that would do, but hey, I've been wrong before, so.
I know. It's so easy to be wrong, for your predictions to be wrong.
You were talking about something really interesting that I wanted to just mention. You were talking about the gender differences between the victims that, like, so Gene is going after all these men, right?
Yeah.
As Victor. And you were talking about how if they were women, it wouldn't work out as well because women are more likely to have a sense of, like, shared experience and, like, I'm going through some shit. Maybe someone else is too. What the fuck just happened? I just woke up on the floor. Like, what just happened? I need to find out what's going on and touch base with other people. And I think people could argue that this is a generalization or whatever. And okay, we don't know. But I think there's something to that. And I think it's very interesting because men, I do think, are more alienated and isolated in some ways. And I thought that was a really interesting observation that you had. So I just wanted to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of that because when I was watching with my fiance during the heist, I was like, what is he thinking? Aren't these guys gonna call the police when they find out? Or I was just saying all this stuff. And my fiance was like, they're not gonna, what are you talking about? They're not gonna do anything. I was like, what do you mean? So it was just, we were just going back and forth about, like, my experience as a woman, like, my thought process, and his experience as a man, his thought process. And I totally think, I definitely think it's gender, just because, and also women are more, like, we're more on guard. First of all, with a man, if Jimmy was coming up to women, we're going to be more on guard with that. But then even just, if we found ourselves waking up and we're on the floor of our house, we're going to be like, what the hell happened?
Right.
And I don't know. It just definitely would have turned out different if his target were women.
Well, and it does sort of make me think about how Jimmy historically, like, sort of was, like, manipulating men into thinking they're his friends for his scams.
Mm-hmm.
With the bar stuff with Marco, you'd see him arm in arm, Jimmy coming out of the thing with a guy, and they're yelling, howling and stuff or whatever. And it's so tragic and sad because, like, that he just, like, doesn't even have friends. Like, he would kill for friends.
Yeah,
and it's like he just knows how to manipulate. But yeah.
Wait, he doesn't have any friends. You're right. Wait. I never really thought about that.
Him and Kim, it's sad. Like, she has that, and her and Francesca not talking made me so sad in this last episode.
was so
I thought they were
awkward.
gonna talk. They were gonna say something.
No. You know, and then when she walked her out, Francesca just gave her this look like,
Yeah.
sucks. Life sucks.
Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, no. I mean, he's just misogynistic to me all the time and a horrible boss. But what else would I do? Like,
Leave me alone.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Maud Mary says, I keep remembering Kim laying into Howard about how he told Jimmy about Chuck's suicide. That's a good point. Yeah. So when Kim like tells off Howard about him talking about being responsible for Chuck's suicide, so quickly after Chuck passed, that's a really interesting Kim moment because it's like
Yes.
strong Kim, but it's also it is a guilt dump. She's bullshit. I mean, or she's like deluding herself in a way because she was there. Okay, was it wrong what Howard did? Yes, but he's grieving too, and Jimmy responded by doing something way worse, which was say that's
Yeah.
your cross to bear. So Kim came out of that moment being like, I need to defend my guy or whatever, or like she really
Yes.
had convinced herself that like what Howard did was, yeah, I don't know. She just convinced herself that like that was the main wrong. Let me forget what my partner
Yeah.
did entirely.
I feel like she does blind herself to Jimmy's wrongdoings, and I understand defending your partner, like, you know, outside, but you can tell inside she's defending him
Right.
to herself as well.
That's a really good point. Yeah. You can definitely, that's like the distinction. And then I guess she stops doing that. And then an interesting thing in that line is when she's talking to Jesse, because that's a situation where she's being asked to defend Jimmy to the outside world, but she no longer defends him to herself, and she has no reason to. So, but she is sort of like mature enough to not just trash him. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you think about that? Like, what do you think about that? Like, why doesn't she just
Yeah.
trash him there? You know?
That's that's my role model moment because I don't know what I would have said. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It's like she doesn't impose herself onto other people's situation unless it's like to come through for Jimmy.
Right.
You know, like if they're doing something together. But yeah, like it's that thing again. I don't know exactly what to call it. Her, just because he's a certain way to her in their situation, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean Jimmy's not going to do right for this current client. And
Right.
so the best answer she can tell, most honest answer she can tell is, when I knew him, he was the best.
That's,
Yeah. And
yeah.
I think it's also honest because she doesn't know him anymore anyway. So she can't tell you if he's good now. She doesn't know that guy anymore. He's a different guy.
Yeah, it is like the same idea that you were talking about earlier. Like, I mean, it's probably what like we in the business would call boundaries. I mean, basically, she's just like has boundaries. I mean, she's really just like, yeah, she just like before, she doesn't want to like tell someone what's good for them or like make their decision for them. It's the same thing, and she also knows that it's good for her to not be too invested. She probably is thinking, and there's a long pause in this scene. Like, she doesn't say anything for a while. Jesse just sort of keeps going on and on. And I think she's probably thinking like, oh, this is probably some sketchy drug dealer guy, and he probably wants Jimmy, or I don't know how she thinks of him. She probably wants Jimmy to like do, you know, some shit for him. Do I care? No, I honestly don't care at all. They can do whatever they want, and I literally don't care. And I think that's probably where she's coming from. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I also think she just, after he was so cold to her and now they're divorced, so she has to like move on from him. She doesn't even want to be thinking about Saul
Right.
Goodman. So yeah.
She's like, yeah, do whatever you want as long as I'm not involved. That's great.
Yeah,
Simply Snob says, I think another good answer to is this guy good would be depends on what you need from him. Yeah. She could have said depends.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been really good. Yeah. Great. Okay. What else? What else? I mean, there's so much else. Like, is there anything?
There's so much.
Do you have like any like burning questions going into tonight's episode? I sometimes don't even really know like what I'm even expecting or hoping or fearing.
I know. At this point, I'm pretty open. I have questions that they still haven't been answered, and just as the season goes along, I'm just like, maybe that question I had is not important.
Yeah.
So maybe they're not going to answer that. I don't know. So
Are you thinking of anything in particular, or not to put you on the spot? I'm curious.
in particular, I'm thinking of that scene where he busts open his Constitution wall for that box with the diamonds, and
Right.
he finds the money in the ceiling and all that stuff. And we got our answer for who the phone call was at 3:00. It was him. But are we going to get our answer for who exactly is the attorney he recommends? I'm thinking it's Cliff Main. Who do we get an answer for? Like, do we get to see him put that box back there? Do we get to see him take the money out, or put the money in the ceiling, or
Can I
any of that
wait?
stuff?
Can I cut you off for a second? Are you talking about the scene with Francesca?
Yes, it's Francesca
Okay.
shredding the papers.
Yeah, so you're talking about the scene that was most confusing to me. So I definitely will not be able, because you know how I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Oh.
So I literally
forgot.
that's the one scene, and there were others, but that's the one scene that I was like, literally, what the fuck? I thought it was a dream sequence. I was like, what is going on? But no, so maybe the chat, no, I'm glad you brought it up anyways, because maybe the chat will be able to answer your question, or like, because that sounds like a really good question, honestly. So, yeah.
Well, they haven't answered it. So
Okay, well, maybe it's not then.
Without spoiling Breaking Bad too much, I mean, the fact you're watching Better Call Saul,
Yeah.
some of Breaking Bad is going to be spoiled for
Oh
you.
no, totally, and I don't care at all. You don't have to feel bad about that at all. I'm just saying. I literally, that was one scene. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I don't have the faintest idea. Like, so. Oh wait,
So-
someone's advertising a best adult dating site. Oh, that's awesome.
Porn bot. That's how you know you're making
Oh,
it.
we'll have to
The
check that out
algorithm.
later. Okay, yeah.
But so, do you remember that scene where Gene is like nervous that Jeff has a maid, and he calls somebody and talks about a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
So that guy is Ed the Disappearer, and he's the guy who disappeared Walter White and Jesse Pinkman.
Okay.
And Saul Goodman. He's the one who created this Gene
Yeah.
fake ID, all that stuff for
Right.
him. So, and that scene with Francesca shredding the paper, that is around the time Walter White, he fucks up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can cuss.
No, it's all good. Yeah. It's all good, man.
So it's right before he goes to meet Ed the Disappearer to go, take your fake ID pictures, and we're gonna ship you out. So
Wow.
that's what that scene is. It's showing us that moment right before
Right.
he disappears.
And then we obviously saw in this last episode the next time he talks to Francesca on the phone. Probably the next time, right? When he talks to her on
yeah. That's the next time.
Yeah. That's so crazy how he had like the string that she finds in the desert and she follows it.
I
And
know.
like he is like so talented. He's like so fucking talented. It's like, dude, you can't find anything else to do.
I know.
I think that's what my next
That's
video
why
is
I
going to be
just-
about. Yeah.
I just have this philosophy that, like if you ever watch true crime and like the criminal is just like so smart, it's just like, man, like, why can't you be smart in like a non-illegal way?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's just these type of people, they have to be scamming or something. It's just, they can't not do it. So like I used to feel like, man, if only you just had a different life. But I've let that go because I'm starting to realize some of these people that they're going to choose that bad path road or whatever Jimmy calls it.
Yeah,
They're going
bad
to
choice
choose
road,
that
yeah.
every single time. Like in every iteration of reality we can think of, they're going to keep choosing that.
And it's funny the bad choice road thing too, because that was something Jimmy half / Saul made up early Saul. He made that up after Mike told him a similar thing as advice, but Mike didn't use the phrase bad choice road. You know what I mean? So like Jimmy like makes up this weird thing, and then I think he repeated it once or twice. But yeah, I mean he's just gotten himself into this situation, and yeah, you're right. Like we could think about like, well, how could things have gone differently? But I think this is what I'm thinking about talking about in the next video. It's like there's so many points where that could happen, but I don't know. It's almost like you can't really answer that question. Like, how could things have gone differently? Or there's too many factors to look at. Like, oh yeah, what if everything was different? Or what if you could say, what if Chuck was different? What if Howard was different? But you just never know. And maybe that's like the torturous part of the show, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, speaking of Chuck, I hated Chuck so much until this season, and now Chuck is always in the back of my mind. I'm just like, oh my God, Chuck was right. I'm so sorry I hated on you, Chuck.
That was another thing I really liked that you were talking about, was when you talked about Jimmy singing and how it reminds you of Chuck and makes you sad because you miss Chuck because he was actually good at singing.
Yeah, I hated Jimmy singing. Gene singing. But yeah, I miss.
Jimmy's so bad.
And now
at
I
singing.
actually miss Chuck because he was right. Everything.
Well, he was very immature at the same time. Like, if you go back and watch some of the scenes,
The
like
way he went about it.
Yeah, the one where he told Jimmy that he's like, I know what you are, I know what you were, you're slipping Jimmy. That's a very, very immature reaction. And I think you sort of forget, but like when you rewatch it, like Jimmy's calling him out for not hiring Jimmy at HHM, which is like totally fair. Like that's really totally fair.
But the thing that messes me up mentally about it is, in that moment, so unfair, you know, like you're mistreating him, you're taking Jimmy for granted and all this stuff in that moment. But then into the future, it's like, never mind, you were right. I don't know. Like, I 100% understand why he would not hire Jimmy. I get it totally now. But at that moment, it wasn't the right thing to do. So that's messing me up in my brain.
And it's like, do we really know that Jimmy would have been a nightmare at HHM? I mean, we could say he would, but like, I don't know. I'm just always like, I don't know. You know, I'm always too willing to be like, I don't know, maybe. But like, I really think we can't know like alternative realities. And like, sometimes people get more respect and more like whatever, more status, and they like grow into it. And they're like, okay, it's responsibility. I'm not trying to be like all like, cheery-eyed about him, but like I just I mean Chuck wasn't doing it for the good of the world. He was telling himself he was, but that was not the majority of the reason. You know, it was also like I just can't. I'm resentful. I can't trust my brother type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if somehow Chuck could be different, you know, work with Jimmy, like build actual brotherly trust with each other and help each other, you know, and maybe things would have been different. But yeah, like there's so many what ifs. But all we see is what actually has transpired, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is giving me so many more ideas for the next video and stuff. I'm so pumped. Do you ever do like, I haven't seen like most of your videos, I have only seen a few of them. Do you ever do like scripted, like you do a full like video essay like I do, or not much?
Kind of.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, but then I got enough subscribers to do live, so and then I got a new job.
Nice.
So I haven't had as much time as before, so I've just been doing lives. But I definitely would like to. I mean, it's the finale, so we're gonna have lots of time to chew on it. But yeah, I definitely want to do a deep dive breakdown.
Nice.
And I might do I don't know how many videos are we gonna be making? Like, as we keep chewing on the aftermath, you know, I don't know.
I don't know either. I want to talk about other things. I do have some other video ideas, but like Better Call Saul is so fucking good. But
and then you have to watch Breaking Bad.
I know.
So that's a whole nother thing for you.
I know. But no, but yeah. Anyways, I look forward to seeing anything you make. But even streaming is sick. But yeah, obviously when you script it, you get it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna end soon, actually. But everybody, go hop over to UD Reviews and subscribe to her channel because she's really good and awesome, as you could tell from our conversation. And I'm gonna hop on your after stream. So UD does an after stream.
Yes.
And we're gonna chat and cry.
Yeah. So all of y'all are invited when the episode is over. I'll be live streaming and What's Therapy's gonna hop on and we're just gonna chat until you have to go or I gotta go to sleep or whatever. But yeah, because I don't have any friends to talk about this with. There's another YouTuber I was talking with and she was not able to hop on our live tonight, but she actually has friends, so I'm like, okay, y'all are just gonna talk all night with each other.
Oh my god! I mean, I could take some more IRL friends. Don't get me wrong, but IRL friends that like Better Call Saul, that would be next level. I have one who's like, or I have like two who are like getting into it, but they're nowhere near caught up, and I'm like, I can't talk with you. I literally can't talk to you.
There's these guys who they do reactions on their channel and all of their fans ask them to watch Better Call Saul. So I was gonna ask them to be on too, but they're so behind. They're like they just finished season 5. So it's like, oh, okay.
How do you use social media? Like everybody's spoiling everything on social media. Like if you're behind,
I know. Oh yeah. Oh, they're gonna be messed up. They're gonna be messed up. They're gonna be spoiled.
Okay, well, I'll see you soon, and we'll make it work on your stream, and we'll keep the conversation going. Looking forward to it. Thanks so much for coming on. Everybody say goodbye to UD, and yeah, and thanks for stopping by.
We'll see y'all later after the episode. Everybody enjoy.
Fuck yeah. All right, I'll see you soon. All right, she's gone. So that was fun. Everybody, thanks so much for hanging out in the stream tonight. Yeah, UD's awesome. That was such a fun conversation. She's got so many great ideas and super fun to talk to. So go subscribe to her stream, her channel, and I will see you on her channel if you feel like watching. I know there are a lot of streams to check out, but I'll be on UD's channel after the episode. Thanks, UD. So yeah, can we have a Zoom, Discord, etc.? So I'm not going to do a watch party, no, because I like to experience the episode in solitary confinement. It's sort of just better for my soul. But if you want to check out the Twitch for some midweek streams, also check out the Twitch, everybody. If you use Twitch, which I don't blame you if you don't. But if you do use Twitch, head over there and subscribe. I really want to thank Simply Snaps and LX for modding. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it so much, honestly. So thank you because it's genuinely work. So yeah, thank you for doing that. I guess one day I'll have to pay mods, or I'll get to pay mods. After the show. So Kat, I'm gonna be on UD's stream. So check out the pinned comment. Everybody subscribe to UD. And yeah, check out the Twitch. And what else? What other links can I show you all? Because it helps, I got to do some marketing. Okay. So that's the side channel. Everybody go subscribe to the side channel. And what else? Oh, does anyone use Twitter here? No, you all are too smart. Do you use Twitter? You want to follow my Twitter? I don't know. If you've been watching this long, I can probably trust you to follow my Twitter. Okay, and I just want to say, by the way, y'all, we didn't do the tier list. Now, you might be saying that's a bad thing, because it was going to be really fun. We were going to do this tier list. I found a dope fucking tier list. Someone uploaded headshots. They fucking cropped headshots this is the most characters in any tier list. This is unbelievably good. And guess what? Because we didn't get to it, I'm definitely going to do another live stream for Better Call Saul. Maybe next Monday, maybe another day of the week. We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna keep doing some streams. I don't know if they're gonna have to be Monday nights. Maybe I'll keep doing them Monday nights for old time's sake. Maybe I'll do them another night. Follow the Twitter or the Twitch or whatever. We'll figure it out. I'll do a community post. We'll figure it out. thanks everybody for stopping by. You've been fantastic. We're going to do the tier list next time. We're going to go over the comments next time. I got a lot of good ones. Everybody has been so pleasant.
Was that
and
like?
Yeah.
You basically became a sex symbol. Did you know that? Were you aware of that?
Yes.
And what was that like?
Yeah.
I like how he just says yes the second time. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Have a great life until I see you next. Give us your best Snap and Better Call Saul impression. Better Call Saul? Okay, bye, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic time watching this episode and also living your life in general. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now, and I will see you at some point in the future when everything's black.